The woman got married 6 times in just 6 months. And the marriage partners are all honest rural people. The woman gets divorced less than 10 days after marriage. It's all because of male domestic violence. The court's first instance judgment was also very consistent. The woman does not need to return and divide 80% of the man's property. The heroine of the whole incident, she happens to be the best friend of the previous presiding judge. All of Li Qi's divorce cases, it was all determined by Wang Liyun's ruling. When you first saw this clue, you know, this will be the key to sending Wang Liyun in. But before that, are you going to send these 2 little fairies in front of you first? I have it in my hand. It is Lin Xian and Suva who have been false evidence of slander 3 years ago. 2 women spread rumors that a freshman police officer had an essay on the school forum. Smear Gibda. As a result, Gibda has long been blamed by others. Finally choose to drop out. Afterwards, under pressure from public opinion, that he was depressed and wanted to finally suicide by jumping off a building. The school even gave Lin Xian and Sir's qualification. Yang Yu was scared and took a step back. They never thought of it. I can't believe you found all this evidence. How did you find these? Lin Xian hastily signaled him not to worry. Don't we just write a small composition? What does Liberation University dropout have to do with us? The police didn't blame us. And the school also gave us a strict guarantee. Well, are you alright? But you know what? Chaboda, who got kicked out, because I can't stand the trouble of online newspapers. It was a living, breathing life. As soon as this sentence there was an uproar. No one thought, because of the rumors and slander of the little fairy college student. Take a look. So far, the 2 have not felt any guilt. Must rebel. If you don't rebel, Lin Xianer and Suva smear other consequences are unimaginable. Our client Chen Yang has suffered severe cyber violence because of the small composition written by Lin Xian. I'm in a trance right now. There can't be another victim. Therefore, according to Article 245, ask for a sentence of 7 years in prison for leader. At this point, even the presiding judge and the judge in agreement. And you go on to say that in addition to that, I want to be formal. Wang Liyun, the previous presiding judge in this case, as the presiding judge, accepted bribes. There was significant favoritism in the last case. At this time, Wang Liyun outside the door heard your complaint without thinking. Presiding judge, I request the floor. Approval to speak. Attorney Liu. You really did a great job on this case. But as the presiding judge, the judgment in each case is justice and fairness. All have a legal basis. I am here under public scrutiny. If you go ahead and attack me personally, then show evidence. If there is no evidence, then you will bear unimaginable legal responsibility. You have to think clearly. Everyone is holding their breath, because the decision is in your hands. Presiding Judge Wang Liyun. How was Chen Yang's case decided before? Everybody knows that. You not only sentenced Lin Xian and Suan to no responsibility to pay for mental damage. That's my judgment based on the available evidence. All have a legal basis. Reasonable and legal. Is there a problem? You ignored the talking Wang Li. Take out the USB stick and documents. This is all the information I have collected. You as the presiding judge, but in all the cases in the past 3 years, are heavily biased towards women. This is your personal social media The remarks account. Made online in the last 3 years. You have repeatedly set men and women against public opinion. Create a trumpet before earning traffic. Publish various war videos. The evidence is all then here. You submit the evidence. And Wang Liyun is a little anxious. Even the voices became shrill. Lu doesn't hit you, which violates my privacy. Am I saying these remarks are illegal? Of course you didn't break the law. But don't worry, it's not evidence just to let the public know. What kind of person are you? Here's the evidence. Since half a year ago, you have been 6 in a row. Received a divorce case from the same person. This person's name is Li Qi. It can also be said to be your best friend. In the past 6 months, Li Qi married 6 times. Both divorced quickly after 10 days of marriage. And the marriage partner. They are all honest and honest rural Every people. Time we get married, Li Qi asked the man for 200,000. 200,000, that's his life savings. After all the accumulated bombs, divorce immediately. Due to the fact that these villagers cannot afford a lawyer, you can only go to court to sue Li Qi. And you and Li Qihong are in this together. The final judgment is, the house belongs to the bride price goes to the woman. Every time Li Qi finds a reason for divorce, of male domestic so the division of property is completely biased in favor of the woman. Has taken advantage of loopholes in the law. And all these cases are decided by you. So far, Li Qi has now cheated 1.80 million dowry. 6 houses. Therefore, 6 rural families are in deep debt. They've been saving money just to get married. Result, they were all deceived by you using such means. Wang Liyun asked him, I didn't expect you to collect for such a meticulous collection. These cases are small cases. Not a lot of attention. The cases you mentioned, it's all decided by me according to the law. I didn't see anything wrong. As the presiding judge, I have a certain amount of freedom to measure how to divide the specific property of divorce after marriage. I have the right to decide. You as the presiding judge, there is a certain amount of freedom, but the money he defrauded is 50-50 with you. How do you explain that? As as the presiding judge, want to oppress those who do not know how to use legal rights. Defender, how can you live up to the rights the people have given you? Listen to you. The citizens at the review site and in front of the screen were blown up. It turns out that Wang Liyun is such a person. Must be sent to him. I seem to have heard of these cases before. I didn't expect such a shady scene. If Wang Liyun were really such a person, then he doesn't deserve to be a judge. This guy is disgusting. Must be arrested, must be sentenced. You are lying. Do you have any evidence? Wang Liyun was completely panicked. My heart flashed. How is that possible? How could Lu Buddha know about this? My judgment. Legally there is no problem. But how did Lu Buddha know about me, and how could he have such evidence for splitting the money? Must be made up. He can't have evidence. I did it absolutely flawlessly. After adjusting the state, Wang Liyun said calmly, I'll say it again. My verdicts are based on the law. As for the money you mentioned, I don't understand. It is impossible to do such a thing. Presiding judge, the opposing lawyer maliciously spread rumors and smeared the judge. I request that Lu Buddha be held legally responsible. The presiding judge Li Tao was a little messy for a while. Plaintiff's lawyer Lu Buddha. There is evidence to support what you said. There must be evidence. I would like to ask Judge Wang Liyun, have you opened an online store?